And I really love that it's made so much money overseas, including Japan, but specifically here in America, it's apparently got the biggest weekend opening in America. I think this movie really fully opened my eyes to how monumental Demon Slayer is as like a property in America. People always talk about Dragon Ball Z and One Piece, and they're like huge popular juggernauts, and they paved the way for someone like a Demon Slayer. Even if you're not like a Demon Slayer fan, like you could hate Demon Slayer, that's fine, but I feel like this kind of news should be like really exciting for people who just enjoy anime overall, because that means anime is no longer niche. It's really become like a mainstream pop culture thing. Like Welcome everyone to another episode of the Most Potato Podcast. My name is Alvin.
I'm Jess.
And today we're going to be talking about the best anime series to ever hit movie theaters globally. Demon Slayer, Infinity Train.
In Infinity Castle.
Yes.
You said train.
Oh shit. Sorry, I meant Demon Slayer, Infinity Train. Doesn't Mugen mean infinity?
You said train again. Oh my god, are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not. Guys, we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, not the train.
Not the train, Alvin. Oh my god.
I've been looking forward to this movie.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I love the tour.
Okay,
I love the tour.
You need to like lock in, okay?
I'm locking in.
What is going
I'm
on?
like Zenitsu, I am locking in. Ready? I'm locked in.
I cannot deal with you.
Yes, so we'll do a spoiler section and a non-spoiler section. We'll start with non-spoiler stuff. What are your positives and or negatives, if you have any, coming off of this movie?
Honestly, I don't have any like negative things to say about the movie.
That's good.
Except that I don't think it should have been a movie. I don't know if that's like...
I'm surprised you were saying that. You were complaining about me complaining how I felt like this should have been more of a series, the way that this was formatted.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking the same way. I'm fine with it being a movie. I'm just not fine with having to wait. I think it's 2 years in between movies.
But then again, we wait that long for seasons.
I know, but... I don't know. I feel like it would have, for some reason, I feel like it would have felt different seeing this as a season. I need to just go into the next part. It felt not complete, which I expected.
Yeah, me
I expected
too.
It not to feel complete.
Yeah.
I already read the manga. I know how it ends. I was excited to see it just because of the art style and the animation, and I always enjoy watching Demon Slayer. I'm actually going to rewatch it all over again. That's the only reason why I went to see it. Was for the animation.
The colors, the prettiness.
Yeah, really. I enjoy it so much. I don't need to like feel like, oh, it needs to feel fresh. They need to do a little something different. I just like the animation, honestly. Like, I didn't have to go see this, but it was just strictly for that. And I knew that it was going to end the way that it did. Well, not exactly where it was going to end, but I just knew, I was like, this is a pretty big
because it's a whole arc.
Yeah. And you doing 3 movies, and we got to wait like maybe 6 years for all of them to come out.
It's the business. That's the business model that they're throwing on us now,
I guess. So that's like my only negative thing, is that I really feel like this should have just been a season, not a movie.
It felt like a season that was condensed into a movie edit. It essentially, the pacing feels like a season's worth of TV just condensed in like 2 hours and however many minutes. I think it was like 2 hours, 40 minutes.
Guess it's my negative.
Yes.
But I understood what they were doing. And I think because I already know the story and how it ends, I'm fine with whatever everybody else gets. I
mean, I think that's like the initial draw for most people.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. Like the art style, the animation that they do, it's an obvious tribute to like Hokusai paintings. Those thick lines that you see, like every time like the waves come out of someone's blades or like the flames, like there's clear like love and dedication to like historical art in Japan. And that's kind of what inspired anime and manga to begin with. It just, I don't know, like I know what to expect in terms of the animation quality, but every time we go, whether we see like a new season or a new movie, somehow like the animation and the art direction just blows me away. It's so fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
The colors are so lush, like thick outlines, like saturated colors. Like I'm so tired of seeing a lot of anime where they desaturate a lot of colors and there's like very thin digital lines. Like I just love how like it looks like paintbrush strokes on a lot of character designs and like the attacks. that alone, that'll easily get me back into like any movie theater, as long as it's not a fucking recap movie that they be doing. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I think Mugen Train was fucking great.
You got that one right.
And I knew it wasn't gonna live up to something like that, because Mugen Train is very unique. That arc specifically is almost structured, like designed for like a movie, because there's not too much going on. There's not too many characters to follow.
Yeah. Not
too many subplots. There's just enough that you could build a 2-hour movie off of that. And the story is just emotional as hell. I'm still like recovering from Rengoku's death. I'm still recovering.
I'll never get over it.
So I've been waiting for Akaza to get his fucking, just his comeuppance. Like, someone had to get his lick back on him. And
he got his lick back on him.
We'll get to how we feel about that whole scenario by the end of this movie. But this was a good time. I really liked it. Once again, the characters are entertaining. I love every single one of the main trio. I mean, we don't get really Inosuke in this. I thought that was kind of weird and funny, but
yeah.
I haven't read the manga, so I didn't know what to expect. So I was really surprised that Inosuke doesn't really get screen time.
Yeah, and probably one of the next ones.
Yeah,
that's because it like I said, it's too much going on.
Yeah,
most of everybody was like broken up into like pairs or whatever. So
like a school field trip.
Yeah, and it's just like we had like 3 or 4 fights, and then we had the other peers just running through the castle. We just kept going. They were just running and like slashing
the motherfucker
demons.
with the gun's just like,
yes. Oh, he really did look like
that's all he did.
Oh my god!
With his American breathing style. There's a lot of flashbacks in this one, which I knew going in that we were going to get flashbacks, because I had my suspicion that, I mean, Akaza was going to be like the main bad guy that we were going to deal with, and I appreciated the flashbacks. Again, every time a demon is about to go down and you get to see their human side, I'm a sucker for that. I know people complain about like, oh, Demon Slayer does the same thing every arc. Yes, but they do it entertainingly every single time. They know how to pull heartstrings. Yeah. You can do the same.
They didn't pull the heartstrings for Kim.
Damn, no love for Akaza. Okay.
Yeah, no, they didn't pull any heartstrings for me.
That's fair. I was honestly struggling. By the time we got to Akaza's flashback and they showed him as a human, by that time I was falling asleep. Not because I was bored. Not because I thought that it was badly written, but because we went to like an 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock showing.
Oh, you were sleepy, old man.
I was so tired. we picked the wrong showtime. I don't know. I think I'm getting to that age where I just can't handle simple showings. Even 8 o'clock, it might be too late for me if it's like too long. Shut up. Listen, I work hard. I'm a full grown adult doing full adult things. All right, don't work full time, kids. Don't do it. But so that was like my main problem, is like the flashbacks are cool and they add context and they're needed there, but it bulked up the runtime and it dragged the pacing a lot, and that's why I felt like the same as you. I wish this was more of a TV format. This didn't feel like a movie. This felt like a season of TV trying to be a movie, and it works at some parts and in other parts it fails, and there's nothing we can do about it because that's the only way to watch the final arc.
And there's not much to expect from it. You have to just take it as it is and what they give you. And it's not bad, it's just I don't feel like it's the right format.
Yeah, and it just leaves you wanting more. Like that's the kind of ending that this movie has. Is it feels like okay, you got me there, but I'm still waiting to bust, and I haven't busted yet.
Oh wow!
So
not expecting that. Okay.
So overall, I think it was a fun time. I really like being with a crowd that's like passionate about them, and I really love that it's made so much money overseas, including Japan, but specifically here in America, it's apparently got the biggest weekend opening in America for an animated film and for a film that's rated R, which I totally
know it was rated R.
It didn't even occur to me this movie was rated R, because we're so used to anime and the violence and stuff that when you transition it to a movie theater screen, it's like, oh yeah, with the amount of decapitation and blood and stuff, that's enough to make it rated R.
Yeah.
Even with this cutesy kid characters with like big buff muscles and their
buff
kimonos.
Babies.
So this is huge. Like this, I think this movie really fully opened my eyes to how monumental Demon Slayer is as like a property in America. People always talk about Dragon Ball Z and One Piece, and they're like huge popular juggernauts, and they paved the way for someone like a Demon Slayer. But the fact that we have a Demon Slayer movie in theaters that's making the most from its category, that's pretty huge, because that's taken me back to the times when I would rarely ever get to see anime films being like distributed in theaters. Like the biggest thing for me was Pokemon, the first movie. That was like a thing that set the biggest record for like an anime film for the longest time before Demon Slayer came around. And I don't know, even if you're not like a Demon Slayer fan, like you could hate Demon Slayer, that's fine. But I feel like this kind of news should be like really exciting for people who just enjoy anime overall, because that means anime is no longer niche. It's really become like a mainstream pop culture thing. Like I can finally say that I came from the trenches, and that I used to get bullied every once in a while for like drawing my little anime characters and talking about anime at the lunch table. It has now escaped the lunch table. It's everywhere. It's the entire school is talking about it now.
Yeah.
I find that really exciting.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't grow up on anime.
Yeah, you started later, right?
I started late in college, but I never really thought about it. I knew there were like other kids who were talking about it, but I just didn't know, and I would just like ignore it. I wasn't teasing anybody about it because I'm just like, I don't know what the
it just wasn't on your radar
about.
like that.
Yeah. But no, it's interesting to know that it used to be like so like
super niche,
like
weird,
you weirdo, and you like these cartoons and all that stuff, and now everybody's just out there, wearing their t-shirts and going to the movies to see it. And like I even got my mom to watch Demon Slayer.
Oh my god,
liked it, and
she loved Mugen
and
Train.
I took her to Mugen Train, and she loved it. I think she even watched season 3.
Yeah,
was it?
I can't even get my parents to watch anime. Like,
but I feel like this is like this is a good story. It's a simple story.
It's a great gateway drug into the medium.
When we went to go see the Demon Slayer movie, I ran into a mom. She's like, she was looking at my earrings. She's just like, she's like, I love your earrings. She's like, where's that from? And I was just like, the Tanjiro on my sweatshirt too. It's just like, she's like, you went to go see that demon movie? I was like, I'm going now. She's like, my son's in there and stuff, but I don't know about it. And she's, I like your earrings and all that stuff. It was so funny. And I was like, you should definitely go see it. She's like, I think I'll check it out. I was just like, there we go. We got a mom. Just recruiting random moms to go watch Demon Slayer. Yeah. I really think it's for everybody. Everybody can really enjoy it.
I'm just glad that this has become such a huge hit, because it's only going to encourage international theaters to keep taking in more anime films.
Yeah.
And it's good because we've been getting, Studio Ghibli stuff obviously has been popular for a while.
Oh, yeah, that's always like coming to theaters.
Yeah, but this will encourage like more different kinds of anime to come in. So like it's so popular. Like I just the other day I saw like a clip of Tom Brady wearing a fucking One Piece shirt. He's the last person I expected to be watching One Piece.
I don't like him.
Yes, and that's fine. And there's like football players that wear Naruto headbands where they're like in the middle of interviews. Like it's anime is just like now the zeitgeist.
They're like, we could do it now. We don't have to just be all sports and manly.
You could do that and then still be nerdy too. Like that's the cool part. So I don't know. I'm even if I didn't like this movie, I feel like I'd still be celebrating this big win for Demon Slayer, because I think it's a win for anime fans overall.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just excited to see what the next new biggest thing is going to be. All right, let's get into spoilers, because I want to get into the big 3 fights that are in this movie. Let's start with Shinobu versus Doma. What did you think about that fight?
That was sad.
Fucking Shinobu, she never stood a chance.
Why are you laughing at her? You're so rude.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Her fight just reminded me of how extremely impossible it is to take on like an upper moon demon, especially when you're by yourself. I don't think any character in the series ever kills a demon by themselves. At least not like the upper moon like rank ones. There's always at least somebody else. It's usually Tanjiro that's at the center of defeating.
Because he
may not do it on his own, but like if he's there, you get like a luck boost or something.
I feel like he's the only one that can like figure out. It's like a puzzle for him or something. He's just like, oh shit, we gotta go for both the heads at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was definitely sad, but we do the backstory. She has the backstory, and I feel
great.
like she was always planning to go out like this.
She was ready, man.
Because she knew she was the smallest one.
Yeah,
she knew she was small.
She's talking about if only I was a little taller. I'm like, girl, you need more than height. I'm sorry, a little more than height is required.
I know it was like that's what makes it so sad is that she knew but she prepared in her own way.
She had mad poison concoctions ready to go.
No, they weren't working.
They were. I think it really only worked the first time, and then he started developing the tolerance to it fairly quickly.
Because I was just like, ain't gonna take one juke in the eye, girl. We got to do a little bit more. But yeah, it was really sad. But I loved seeing that she didn't back down and she kept trying.
She went hard.
Yeah, she kept he basically punctured her lung and yeah.
I don't get how she kept going after. I'm like, the whole premise of your techniques is the breathing. Yeah, but how do you draw any breath with a punctured lung? That's badass.
She's so little, the lung's little, you don't need to do much, it's yeah, it was really it was sad, but I was rooting for her, even though I knew how it was gonna end. But you still, I think the way that they had her going, you still had some sort of hope.
I had hope, especially since I didn't read the fucking manga.
Okay, good thing
I had no
quiet.
idea. I had a feeling though that it's like, girl, you're on your own. Like, if you don't get tagged by somebody, if you don't get a tag team, you're not you can't make it out of this fight.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that this movie took the time to really craft and develop the character in such a short time, because I didn't really know that much about her and didn't care about her that much.
Yeah.
Just because we didn't have enough screen time with her in the series itself. So they got me on board real quick with her doing this as revenge for Doma killing her sister, who was apparently a really badass Hashira with the butterfly technique, and then she passes it down to Shinobu.
Yeah.
I thought that was really compelling. I love that flashback scene where her sister's telling her if you become a Hashira, you will die. Don't do this. And she's like, sister, I've already committed myself. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go after him. So just hand it over to me. I'm gonna avenge you.
She's like, but you can't do it.
You're not tall, girl.
Yeah, it was sad. I really hate that, that's how her sister had to be straight with her. Even when she was dying, she had to be straight with her. She's just like, listen, you ain't about that life. That's basically what she told Shinobu.
And it's not because that she thought that she was better than her. It's just
she's dying. She's been in the fight. Yeah. She knows. She's just like, this is no joke. This is serious. You got to really be up there with them as close as you can to possibly defeat them.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, it's good to know that she trained and she did what she could do. She had to make sure that she would be able to somehow take out demons in her own way, because strength, she's not that big. Can't do that. So why not
sharpen your speed? And man, she was teleporting.
Exactly.
I really thought that she was gonna have the upper hand because of her speed.
Oh.
Wow. Do you think there was a way that she could have defeated him by herself? You don't think there was maybe she could have figured out a formula with a poison?
She ain't got time for that. They didn't have time.
She already did her prep time beforehand.
Yeah, she prepped in a way, but it was a major sacrifice. And, you saw it when she thought she saved that woman. And then she was just...
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so tragic. He's just as fast, if not faster.
You guys want to call this show cutesy? This shit is ruthless. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
There's there's any innocent people getting saved. That's how scary these demons are.
Yeah, they're not playing around.
And then when it ended with her getting absorbed and swallowed up by Doma, I was heated. I was like, how are you going to do this to my girl? Don't do that. And then her little sister, another little sister, comes along and she goes, all right, it's my turn. It's my time to shine.
Oh, I'm my gosh.
I don't know. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to know. Tell me, does she have hope? Just say yes or no.
Do you have hope?
Yes.
That's good enough.
I don't know shit about her. I don't know anything about her. Mm-hmm. She's not a Hashira, is she? Mm-mm. She's not even a Hashira? Damn. Oh, man. I'll be curious to see how that plays out. I hope it's not her just getting wiped out in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Just wait till 2027.
Zenitsu and Kaigaku. This one was very quick. It was a minute and a half.
Totally forgot about Kaigaku. And
we didn't see much of him in the series.
Yeah, and Zenitsu locking in. I thought
he was asleep
the whole time. I forgot.
His eyes are open in the movie, and she's just like, he's asleep, right? You've seen him in sleep mode.
I'm sorry.
His eyes are always closed.
Really, I know a lot of people like love him. He's got like fans.
There's a lot of people that are annoyed with him too.
I overlook him a lot. I just don't pay attention. I find him to be kind of like annoying.
Because he mostly has two modes. It's like him being really horny for Nezuko. And then him being locked in whenever he's falling asleep. And it started getting old for me.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I just never really took him too seriously. Like, out of the three, I mean, Tanjiro, he always gets shit done. For the most part. And then Inosuke, I just love how ignorant he is, but he
gets shit done too.
He gets shit done too. Like, he goes hard. So they're like my two favorite out of the three.
Yeah. So I'm glad they did away with the sleepy Zenitsu.
Yeah.
Like, by the end of the last arc that we saw on TV where he looked at the message from the crow and you just saw the look on his face and I was just like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And he just looks like a whole new person after that. And this entire movie, he's locked in. Like, he's awake. He's not falling asleep.
He was asleep, right?
He wasn't. No. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I just was like, is he asleep? Whatever. I said he's got to win. He's gonna win. Hopefully he wins, and because
we know he's not dying. He's
part
of the main trio.
Yeah, I'm like, he's not gonna die. So I didn't really care about this fight too much. I was like, good for you for finally creating a new form. That
was crazy. That was wild. The way that I don't know how I feel about that to this day. Like I think it's cool, but I wish it was more earned. I wish we saw him earning that technique, or at least them teasing that during like the Hashira training arc. Yeah. Some sort of teasing, because we saw that he was like physically training, but I didn't really understand what he was going for. So when it was revealed that he, first of all, only knows like the first form and then invented a seventh form of lightning form, I was just like, there's something in between that I feel like we should have witnessed to feel like more excitement and more emotional payoff with him killing Kaigaku with this invented seventh form. Yeah. Because when it happened, I was just like, oh, what? It's over? It's like, it happened so fast. Yeah. I like the backstory to it. I like the drama behind these two characters. I like the sentimentality of Zenitsu being angry because Kaigaku betrayed like his teacher, their shared teacher, and the emotional weight of the sensei killing himself because he felt like he failed his student. Like I thought that had great emotional weight. It's just that I wish we saw that develop like prior to the movie so that I have like an emotional connection to that. But they were like revealing that as it was happening, and it happened so fast that I just felt like I didn't have time to process like building an emotional connection to that backstory.
That's how fast the lightning is, and you just
I guess so, yeah. That's lightning form. I liked the fight. It was cool, but I was also like gathering my thoughts. I'm like, who is this guy again? And then I remember, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, they did briefly touch on this guy. But you don't spend enough time with Zenitsu and Kaigaku and their relationship prior to him becoming a demon, and then now they're fighting each other, and now Kaigaku's dead. Yeah. And I was like, huh?
I was like, anyways, so yeah, I was just like, okay, you got that one, you won. And they didn't even be like, oh yeah, victory for Zenitsu. They're just like, he's sleeping. Yeah. Anyways, so Tanjiro.
I think it's just hilarious that the Crows never once give an announcement of Zenitsu's win. They're always announcing when somebody's like dying or losing, and then they announce Tanjiro and Giyu's win. But they never once mentioned Zenitsu. Yeah. I'm like, that's just foul. Don't do my man. Like, the first time that he ever locks in, and you guys don't even reward him with an announcement.
Because they thought he was sleeping, too. They were just like, he does that.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
So, Tanjiro and Giyu versus Akaza. The main event. What did you think about it?
That shit was funny. I liked them.
What was so funny about it? It stressed me out.
I mean, I like the back and forth that was going on. Tanjiro is just like, he just keeps falling through the floors. He keeps announcing when he about to attack.
All the memes that came from that, he's like, Akaza, behind you.
I'm gonna slash you now.
He was like, my man, I'll kill you, and then I'll kill Akaza.
No, it was a really good fight. Like you said, there's never been a Hashira that like takes one of the high rank out by themselves. No. So they were teamed up, but I thought Giyu would have been a little bit more, I don't know, more skilled. I mean,
he's a Hashira, right?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting because he don't come off like a Hashira to me. Like,
yeah,
he didn't put in that work for me in this movie.
He's too cool
honestly.
for school, I guess. But I don't know. I thought he would have locked in a little better. I mean, he got stronger faster, all that stuff.
His little vitiligo activated, but it's like it didn't do much. Like, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm bragging on him too hard, but I expected more from this character.
Yeah.
He's a Hashira that I have not seen in action all
I think
series.
he expected more from himself because there were
He's
moments
really
when
down on himself.
Yeah, and then he was in awe of Tanjiro because Tanjiro, what did he lock into, like the transparent world or something?
Pull some bullshit out of his ass based on one conversation with Inosuke, and you can't lock in with your birthmark. Come on, Giyu. Come on. I just wish Giyu did more. I'm kind of disappointed in Giyu really not. I mean, he held his own. Like, he was doing good. Like, he built up his speed, but that was just to hold up against Akaza's strength and speed. He wasn't really putting him on the ropes.
Yeah.
The way that Goku almost had him on the ropes. So that I just wanted that at least. So I'm just like, I'm waiting for Giyu to be special. Like, I know.
He is, though. He looks so good doing it.
He looks cool. He's got a great character design, and I love his English voice actor.
Like him.
He's just whatever. He's just Mr. Cool Guy, and he nothing to show for. Like, honestly. He be giving some Sasuke energy. It was like, you be talking a lot of talk, and then you get, like, slapped around, like, a little too much to be talking all that smack.
I can't stand Sasuke.
I mean, he's a better person than Sasuke, but he just had no special moves that just made me really be like, oh, damn, he might actually have a chance against Akaza.
I know, and then we had, like, the flashback of Tanjiro's family and his dad. He's just like, come, there's that bear's out there. And he's just like, yeah. He's like,
you ever seen me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear?
Help
the bear! We had to rely on Tanjiro and his super transparent spiritual world.
I know.
Where he had to feel no murderous intent to kill this guy.
I know. That was really cool, though. I did like really that. Awesome. And I was just like, Giyu wasn't getting anywhere because of the murderous intent. And I just thought that was so funny.
I like that they worked up to the realization of that. I still think it's kind of like Zenitsu's bullshit, like pulling a jutsu out of his ass real quick of like, okay, you had no time to practice transparent world. But I at least liked how he came to like the deduction of like, okay, what is his special thing? Because, you know, I have my super smell of, you know, being able to pick up demon scent. He has something that's sensory as well. And I like seeing like his gears turning of like, what is it that he's sensing? And then finally like, oh, your fighting spirit is what he wants. And him entering that transparent world looked really cool. I thought it was badass. And I really thought that was going to finish the job. And then clearly that wasn't going to work either.
Yeah.
I just love how they keep finding ways to be like, these demons are nothing to fuck with. Like there is a chance that you cannot kill this one, and you'll be lucky if this one decides to kill himself. Like, if Tanjiro was not there in that fight, Akaza was not going to get that flashback memory.
Yeah.
And I don't think Tanjiro was really trying to awaken any humanity in him. It was just them fighting each other brought that out. And it just takes me back to that moment in Mugen Train when... Remember the demon kid that got the tuberculosis that tries to assassinate Tanjiro in his sleep? He tries to... I don't remember the name. I just remember he had tuberculosis. They made it a point.
Yes, okay.
Tuberculosis kid goes to touch his soul and try to like destroy it. But he's just like, damn, man, this shit feels so warm. It just feels like a summer day. I don't want to mess with this.
Yeah.
And that's Tanjiro's soul. And they just keep emphasizing that in many different ways in this series. And I really appreciated that they kept to that even in this fight. And I appreciate that Tanjiro wasn't trying to appeal to Akaza's humanity. He hates this motherfucker. He wants to kill him.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, you do that. But his purity just comes out in the way that he fights, too.
Yeah.
That it awakened Akaza's memories and then unlocking that and then being like, shit, I'm the one that's fucked up. I'm in the wrong here.
I'm the problem.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Tanjiro's always like a good one for bringing that out somehow in some sort of way in whatever character. That's what I like about him.
For sure.
Yeah. And I love how pure he is. And I love when, you know, the demon's dying, they're having like, you know, a little flashback. He tries to give them that space and that moment, but also he's just like, you gotta go. You gotta go. This ain't no Deku shit. Like, you gotta go. Like,
this man is holy, low key. He's a holy figure.
Like, I love that about him. At first, I was really like, I was annoyed with Tanjiro, like when I first started watching Demon Slayer, because I'm just like, how you gonna cry and be sad for all these motherfuckers who done killed a whole, like they just slaughtered like a whole entire household or like a whole village or something.
Yeah.
But like you said, these backstories, it tells you like these people come from certain situations that turn them into this. They've turned to this, and yeah, they were at a really weak point, and that's what Muzan preys on.
Yeah.
Tanjiro's able to look past that and see that and at least give them that grace in that moment, so that way they can at least reflect on it before, they go. It's not like he's just like, you know what, man, let's be friends. Like, it's not,
they keep it kind of realistic.
Yeah, it has to be. It's just like, even after they make peace, you see them walking into the fiery pits of hell, like, still, because they have to. Shit. Yeah, like, after all they've done, whether it was because of Muzan or not, you still took so many innocents' lives just because
you gotta pay for it.
You gotta pay for it. It's just, that's what it is. I did enjoy Akaza's backstory, and
it was really good.
They're always good. They're always
I'm mad I was falling asleep at that one. It was
but he killed Rengoku, so I could never feel bad for them.
So you felt no tugging of the heartstring whatsoever when he lost his fiance, his whole like dojo, and then turned toward the darkness of the Michael Jackson path? Didn't feel no emotions.
I mean,
I just see the rage in her face. I didn't feel that emotional. I'll say that. It was good writing, but I was just like, it's still fuck Akaza all day.
We're going to put that audio that you shared with me on TikTok.
Yes, Akaza is a victim of his environment and his life, and, that shouldn't have happened to him. I agree. Him still for dead. Him kill Rengoku, and Rengoku never bother nobody. And Rengoku never deserve for dead, so Akaza are for dead. Him for dead.
He's a product of his environment, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. I enjoyed the backstory. It helps you understand him a little better and how he works, because I always wondered about, like, the whole snowflake thing and all the...
That was great backstory to that whole... Yeah, because I was like, why a snowflake?
Yeah.
The entire time he does that.
Exactly. So, he had like a troubled past, sad upbringing, obviously, poverty, parents sick, all that stuff.
I think the way that it hit him, the fact that he had that realization about what his human like life was, I think that's what really did it for me in terms of like feeling some level of sympathy, because he was so drenched in wanting revenge and bloodlust. Like, he got his revenge and it still wasn't enough for him as a human, so he just decided, fine, if I can't have good things, I'll just turn into a demon and not have to feel any more pain. And then him coming to that realization and then remembering like, oh shit, like that's why I have this snowflake as like my sort of mechanism. And just the fact that he was basically destroying himself because even decapitating him didn't work.
I'm like, you
it
need
took
to
him
go,
killing
sir.
himself.
Sir, leave. Because I know, could they even give that to Tanjiro and Giyu? Because like,
I think you kind of had to do it because you have to emphasize how powerful these demons are, and there's like a reason why humans turn to Muzan to get that power. It's immeasurable, basically. The fact that he had to take himself out because he kept regenerating against his will, that is terrifying. That is tragic.
Yeah.
I really like that more than just Tanjiro or Giyu decapitating him and leaving it at that. I think, again, we're doing the same things again, right? It's the same trope. Tanjiro comes across a demon. He's a vile piece of shit. But when it comes to near death, you start learning where this person came from before they became a demon, and then you slash their head off. They do the same thing, but they try to keep it fresh, and this felt refreshing. Akaza taking himself out was not something that I was expecting and wasn't ready for, and I think that gives it more of an emotional gut punch after just learning his backstory and learning why he would turn to like such a dark side. This to me is just like a whole allegory to not join the red pill movement. I feel like Muzan Jackson, he's definitely like a red pill guy. The way that he's just like always shredded. He's like, you want power? I'll give you power.
Oh, ew, don't move like that, please. Oh my god.
It just feels like a red pill like pipeline allegory. I know that's not at all what the author's doing, but that's how I'm witnessing it. Because all these people, they're trying to cut off all of their feelings, all of their humanity, just so that they could feel powerful, so that they could feel superior to everyone around, so that they just don't feel suffering anymore. Yeah, that's like the common thing that I appreciate with all of these slayings of each demon is, yes, we get an emotional backstory, but there's a reason for that. We're looking at people that have been failed by society in one way or another, and they feel like they have to turn to someone like Muzan to feel like that they have control over their lives.
Or they're just pieces of shit and they just want power.
No, they are also vile people, but those vile people, they came from something else before. They weren't always like that. And it's fascinating to see the transition of how someone becomes so villainous, even in their like time as humans before becoming a demon. So I really appreciated that, the way that they ended Akaza. Though I still didn't feel fully satisfied because I'm like, I really wanted Tanjiro to get that lick back on for Rengoku's sake. It's like, yes, he decapitated him, but that's not what killed him.
Yeah.
It's like it had to take him ripping himself apart to finally end it. And I think that just adds how dark Muzan's ability is. He's literally saying, no, you cannot quit. You're not retiring.
I'm like, sir, his head was cut off. Like, he's not you. Like, it just...
I'm sorry, but go see HR because you're not leaving.
Like, it's so crazy. He really came out of... He's just like, you're not really about to leave. Like, you're such a disappointment. You gonna stay. And I was just like, you can't. That's not how this works, sir. But yeah, he took himself out. Yeah, and it was good that he came to the realization that this is not...
This is not the way.
This is not... Yeah, like, literally, it's not. And, I mean, he's not going to be able to have, like, peace. He's going to hell.
He's going to hell. Yeah, we saw that.
I don't know. This made me think about the third season with the brother and sister, how she was gonna, go to heaven and she went with him. And I was just like, I felt more bad for those two.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, that one was that was a really good story.
Yeah.
Especially because they're parallel to Tanjiro and Nezuko too, which that really that made me feel sad. I mean, they didn't kill Rengoku, but they did take Tengen's eye and his hand, and that's my husband. But
he got best case scenario. He's just retired. He's alive.
I know. Did you see him on the screen? It was 10
for 5 seconds.
But it was great. I loved it. Oh my god. But yeah, Akaza, good riddance. And good for you for, doing the right thing.
And again, I haven't read the manga, but I'm really curious how he's going to take out Muzan. And he's the final one, and we're probably not going to get his fight till the third movie, I guess. And I want this, more than Akaza, I want this motherfucker to go. I can't stand Muzan, the way that he's over here cackling and laughing at the end of the movie. Meanwhile, you're still fixing your ribs here. You're hiding in your little hidey holes, and you're sprouting multiple towers and shit. And it's like, come and fight me. I'm like, bitch, we're beating some of your lackeys right now, and you're just pussying out and then building more castles and further hiding away from the fight. Nah, bitch, come out. Come out. You're so strong, right? You don't need time to recover.
You're so passionate.
Because I hate this motherfucker.
I know.
I'm so mad the explosion thing didn't work, but then we wouldn't have an anime to watch. But that explosion in the final episode of the last arc, that really did a number on him. The fact that he's relying on the other upper moons to take them out while he's hiding.
Yeah.
That shows that they really got this motherfucker on the rope. I can't wait for him to get his.
I wonder if you're gonna like the ending.
Great. That the way that you said that just made me feel like, okay, it's probably a mediocre ending.
I mean, I'm thinking back on it. Maybe it's gonna be more satisfying when it's animated. Yeah, you really don't like Muzan, and I just feel like now that I think about the ending, maybe I like it a little bit more. Yeah.
Now you just got me nervous for the next two movies.
Yeah, you can just read it.
So what would you rate this movie?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't know we were going to do that. I don't know
Put
why.
you on the spot. Put you on the spot.
Okay. How do we do this? We do this. You go first.
Yeah, see what I tell you. I'm going to give this movie a strong baked potato. So that's a 3 out of 5 if we're talking star ranking. So it's a baked potato. It's because I would give Mugen Train the loaded potato. And since I didn't like it as much as Mugen Train, it's still a good movie. I still liked it. It was a fun time. There's some weak points here, some things that didn't satisfy me. And then it didn't help that I was sleepy. If I rewatched it again with more energy, I might feel... No, I still feel the same. It's a baked potato.
Wow.
It's a good rating. It's still a good movie. It's not great, but it's good. I had a fun time, and I can't wait to see the next 2 installments.
Okay, I'm giving it a baked potato, too. I was nervous about giving it a baked potato.
In my head, I was thinking the whole time, you're doing a baked potato.
Yeah, because I was just like, should I give it a loaded potato? But I feel like I was just giving it a loaded potato just to give it a loaded potato.
For the 10 seconds of Tengen being on screen.
God, he's just, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I too will give it a baked potato, but I feel like there's a lot of factors for why my rating is a little just, I don't want to say it's low, but it's very in the middle. I already know what happens. My expectations on the format was low. I really don't like it. And there was just too much going on. The 3 fights.
And stuff
we didn't even talk
between.
about the other Hashira running around and stuff. I mean,
there's nothing to talk about. They're just running around.
Yeah, baked potato. I'm fine with that. It's not bad. I feel like people who haven't read, who strictly watch, I think they're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. It's just expect to have it just stop. Not a completed story because it's in the middle of a whole ginormous arc. And then that's it. Go see Demon Slayer.
So that's 2 baked potatoes. So if you haven't seen Demon Slayer Infinity Castle,
Yes.
you should go see it for sure if you're a Demon Slayer fan, because this movie is not designed for newcomers that's never watched the series.
Yeah.
So watch the series first if you haven't, and then go watch the movie. So let us know all your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think of Demon Slayer Infinity Castle and Mugen Train and the series as a whole? We're curious to know all your thoughts. Did you like this movie? Did you not like this movie? If you like this video, make sure to give us a like. And if you really like this, make sure to subscribe.
Even if you don't really like us, just subscribe.
Just subscribe. Hate watch us if you want. That's fine too. And leave comments so that we get good engagement as well.
Yeah.
And make sure to hit notification bells. Share this video and channel with your friends, your family, your demonic arch nemesis, your demon-possessed sisters, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.